how successful couples manage their money without fighting money. It's rarely just about the numbers on a spreadsheet or the balance in a bank account. For couples, it's a deeply emotional and complex landscape, woven into our sense of security, our dreams for the future, our values, and even how we express love and care. It's no wonder, then, that it's one of the most common sources of conflict in a relationship. The tension can feel overwhelming, especially when two people come to the table with completely different financial backgrounds, habits, and beliefs. Maybe one of you is a meticulous planner, tracking every dollar in a detailed budget, while the other prefers a more spontaneous approach to spending. Perhaps one partner is focused on aggressively paying down debt, while the other is eager to start investing for retirement. Or maybe there's a significant income disparity, creating an unspoken tension around who pays for what and how financial decisions are made. These differences aren't character flaws. They are the natural result of our unique life experiences and the financial lessons we learned or didn't learn growing up. The friction often starts small. A minor disagreement over a takeout order, a quiet frustration about an unexpected purchase. But left unaddressed, these small fissures can grow into major fault lines, leading to arguments, resentment, and a feeling of being financially disconnected from the person you love most. You might find yourselves having the same fight over and over, shutting down completely when the topic of money comes up, or even hiding purchases to avoid a confrontation. It can feel isolating, as if you're on separate teams instead of working toward a shared life. But what if there was a different way? What if you could transform money from a source of stress into a tool for building a stronger partnership? Today, we're diving deep into the practical, real-world strategies that successful couples use to navigate their finances as a unified team. Whether one of you earns significantly more than the other, one is tackling student loans while the other is building a stock portfolio, or you're both simply trying to get on the same page after years of financial disconnect, the core principles are the same. What matters most is not having identical habits, but fostering open communication, creating clear alignment on your goals, and building a shared sense of purpose for your money. It's about replacing judgment with curiosity and replacing conflict with collaboration. In this video, we will explore the exact mindset shifts, daily habits, and simple systems that empower couples to stop fighting about money and start building a life of financial peace and freedom together. We'll explore how to set up your bank accounts for both independence and teamwork, how to conduct stress-free monthly money check-ins, and how to make joint decisions on big purchases without the drama. You'll leave with actionable steps you can implement tonight to begin rewriting your financial story as a couple. Before we get into strategies, we have to talk about why couples fight about money in the first place. It's a crucial first step, because here's the secret. Money fights are almost never about the money itself. They aren't really about the dollars and cents, the interest rates, or the budget line items. They are about what money represents to each of us. Security, freedom, power, love, and success. These fights are proxies for our deepest fears, our need for control, our hidden insecurities, and especially our childhood experiences. Every argument over a credit card bill or a large purchase is a conversation beneath the conversation. You think you're arguing about whether to buy a new sofa, but you're actually negotiating feelings of safety, respect, and trust. Think of it like this. We all have a money story that was written for us long before we met our partner. It's a script we learned from watching our parents, from the economic environment we grew up in, and from our own early experiences with earning and spending. When one partner grew up in a household where money was scarce and unpredictable, they may have internalized a deep-seated fear of being broke again. For them, a full savings account isn't just a number. It's a fortress against chaos. A partner's impulse buy isn't just a minor expense. It feels like a crack in the foundation of their security. On the other hand, if the other partner grew up with financial stability, where money was a tool for creating joy and opportunity, they may fear losing their freedom or feeling overly restricted by a tight budget. To them, saving every last penny feels like a life unlived. a denial of the very purpose of earning money. These emotional layers, these unexamined money stories, come directly into the relationship and quietly shape every single financial decision. They dictate the way you budget, the way you use a credit card, the way you plan for emergencies, or even the way you talk about money at the dinner table. Let's take a common example: the anxious spender. One partner sees a $100 charge for a nice dinner out as a well-deserved treat, a moment to connect. For the other partner, the one with an anxious money story, that same charge triggers a cascade of panic. Their heart rate might climb. Their mind immediately jumps to worst-case scenarios. What if we have an emergency next week? This is irresponsible. We're one step closer to disaster. This isn't a logical reaction, it's an emotional one, rooted in a past where $100 might have meant the difference between paying the rent or not. The other partner, feeling judged and controlled, gets defensive. They feel like their desire for a simple pleasure is being framed as a catastrophic failure of judgment. They might think, "Why can't we ever just enjoy ourselves? I work hard, I deserve this. You don't trust me." And right there, you have the anatomy of a classic money fight. It's not about the $100. It's a clash of two different stories, one about fear and scarcity, the other about freedom and enjoyment. Neither person is wrong, but they are speaking different emotional languages. The key to resolving this isn't a better budget spreadsheet, at least not at first. It's about translation. Successful couples learn to recognize that they are not fighting about numbers. They are fighting about stories. And once you create a safe space to understand each other's story, to hear the why behind the fear or the why behind the desire for freedom, you unlock a powerful level of empathy. That empathy changes everything. It transforms the conversation from "you're spending too much" to "I hear that you're feeling scared. Let's look at our safety net together." It moves you from accusation to collaboration, and that is the foundation of true financial intimacy. Let's use a real scenario to bring this home. Imagine one partner has diligently invested over time and now has a portfolio worth more than $800,000. The other partner, meanwhile, is managing to save around $100 a month. On paper, the numbers seem stark, almost shouting unfairness. It's easy for the mind to jump to conclusions, creating a narrative of imbalance. One partner might feel a surge of resentment, thinking their efforts aren't being matched. The other might feel a wave of shame or inadequacy, feeling like they can never catch up. This is the comparison trap, and it's where financial intimacy can begin to erode. But successful couples know that the numbers on a spreadsheet are only the final chapter of a much longer story. They don't start with the numbers, they start with the story. They look at the circumstances, the non-financial contributions, and the individual realities each person is facing. They get curious and start asking foundational questions. For instance, does one partner earn significantly more? A 60-40 income split doesn't mean the lower earner is contributing less if they are both contributing proportionally. A healthy approach might involve the higher earner covering 60% of shared expenses like housing and utilities, while the other covers 40%. This isn't about one person subsidizing the other. It's about building a life together from a place of equity, not just equality. Or consider the timeline. Is one partner further along in their financial journey? The partner with the $800,000 portfolio might have started investing in their early 20s, benefiting from 2 decades of compound growth. The other partner might be a late starter, perhaps re-entering the workforce or making a career change in their 40s. Their $100 a month isn't a sign of apathy. It's the courageous first step on a new path. The conversation then shifts from, "Why aren't you saving more?" to, "How can we optimize your new savings plan and explore catch-up contributions?" And what about those old wounds? Things like significant student loan debt, past financial trauma, or heavy family obligations can dramatically affect how and how much a person can save. Perhaps that $100 a month saver is also aggressively paying down a high-interest loan. Every extra dollar they earn is going toward eliminating that debt. a massive contribution to the couple's future financial freedom, even if it doesn't appear in an investment account. Instead of seeing a lack of savings, a curious partner sees a fierce commitment to becoming debt-free. They can then work together on a joint plan, deciding between a debt snowball or avalanche method, while ensuring both partners still have funds for personal freedom and celebrating milestones as each debt is conquered. Instead of assuming an imbalance points to irresponsibility, successful couples get relentlessly curious. They ask clarifying, non-judgmental questions. They listen with the intent to understand, not to rebut. They create a safe space to discuss the why behind every financial behavior. This transforms the conversation. The numbers are no longer weapons for comparison, but tools for compassion. It's from this place of shared understanding that a truly unified financial plan can be built, one that honors both partners' pasts, respects their present circumstances, and builds a future where both feel seen, valued, and secure. This brings us to one of the biggest secrets of couples who avoid money fights. They believe finances are a team sport, not an individual competition. They don't keep score. They don't weaponize income. They don't use money as a measure of power. Instead, they understand that each person contributes something valuable, whether it's financial income, household labor, childcare, emotional support, or long-term planning. Fairness doesn't mean equal. Fairness means equitable. And equitable means each partner contributes based on their capacity. When couples embrace this mindset, resentment dissolves and teamwork grows. Another thing successful couples do is build a unified financial vision. They know exactly what they want their life to look like. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and even decades into the future. They talk about their goals openly and regularly. Buying a home, eliminating debt, saving for vacations, building an emergency fund, starting a business, investing for retirement, or creating generational wealth. They paint the picture together, and that picture becomes the anchor that guides their decisions. Without a shared vision, every financial choice feels like a debate. With a shared vision, every financial choice feels like a step forward. Now, let's talk about systems, because systems are what keep couples out of conflict. One of the most effective systems successful couples use is the 3-account method. It consists of 3 parts: a joint household account for bills, necessities, and family responsibilities, individual freedom accounts for each partner to spend however they want without judgment, and a joint wealth-building account for long-term goals like investing, retirement, or large future purchases. The magic of this system is that it creates structure while preserving autonomy. Nobody feels policed, nobody feels deprived. And because contributions are proportional to income, not identical in amount, both partners participate without pressure or shame. Another system successful couples swear by is the monthly money check-in. This is a short, calm, scheduled conversation, usually 15 to 20 minutes, where you review upcoming bills, celebrate financial wins, discuss any challenges, and adjust priorities. It prevents surprises. It prevents misunderstandings. Most importantly, it creates a safe space for both partners to be heard. When money conversations are scheduled, they stop feeling like emergencies and start feeling like teamwork. A key trait of financially healthy couples is that they understand each other's strengths. If one partner is stronger at budgeting and the other is stronger at long-term planning, they divide roles accordingly, but they keep transparency. They make sure both partners understand the plan, even if they're not the one executing every detail. This prevents power imbalances and keeps both partners engaged in the financial direction of the household. Let's talk about investing, especially in relationships where one person is far ahead. Successful couples don't require both partners to invest the same amount. They require both partners to invest in the same future. The partner with more experience may lead the way, but both partners participate. They attend investment meetings together, review portfolios together, and make long-term decisions together. They automate contributions so that saving is consistent and stress-free. And they continue learning together because education is the bridge that closes financial gaps. Financial imbalances often cause silent tension, but successful couples don't run from that. They address it. They talk about fears. They discuss worst-case scenarios. They set boundaries around spending. They respect each other's risk tolerance. Instead of trying to force the other person to change, they find middle ground. They protect each other emotionally by being honest, patient, and supportive. They protect each other financially by building systems that create stability, not chaos. Communication is truly the backbone of all of this. Successful couples don't avoid money conversations. They lean into them. They talk about money the way other couples talk about their day. They ask questions like, "How do you feel about where we are financially? What are you worried about? What are you excited about? How can we support each other better?" This creates emotional safety. And emotional safety is what allows couples to make logical, intentional financial decisions instead of emotionally reactive ones. One of the most remarkable things about couples who manage money well is that they focus on unity, not uniformity. They don't try to become identical. They embrace their differences as strengths. One partner may be a big saver, the other may be more spontaneous, one may love spreadsheets, the other may prefer big-picture thinking. Instead of fighting about who's right, they find ways to blend their styles, and that blend becomes a financial advantage. So how do successful couples manage money without fighting? They listen more than they judge. They plan more than they react. They share more than they hide. They teach each other instead of criticizing each other. They stay curious instead of defensive. They remain aligned even when their incomes, habits, or backgrounds are different. They build a life, not a scoreboard. As we wrap up this video, I want you to take this with you. Couples don't need identical incomes or identical money habits to win. They just need identical commitment to clarity, transparency, teamwork, and growth. Money will always test a relationship, but it can also strengthen it when you face it together. If this video helped you see your relationship and finances in a new light, take a moment to like, subscribe, and drop a comment about your biggest takeaway. Thank you for watching Building Wealth Today TV, where we help everyday people build extraordinary lives together.